I'm like, why do I feel like our air is so heavy right now? Because we know what story
This is
coming.
about to be
We're
some dark
scared.
shit.
Anyways, hey guys. Welcome to ZomBabes. I'm Sophia.
I'm Amanda.
Every theory is valid here.
Except for Flat Earth.
Get out.
Please go and don't come back.
Oh,
So,
I want to hear this story.
today I have some okay, so this theme, it feels light, but it's not light in a way.
It's not light at all.
It's really not. So today I'm covering stalker stories, okay? And I have my own personal story that I'm going to share with you guys at the end because I have been through this. But I found two stories, and these two stories are very very deep, okay?
Heavy.
So honestly, stalkers are one of those things that you don't ever really think will happen to you until it does. A stalker isn't always someone random. It's not normally a stranger hiding in the bushes. Sometimes it's somebody you know, used to know, or someone who really just does not respect your boundaries. They really don't. It's creepy, it's uncomfortable, and it can get dangerous really fast. Like I said, I have had my own experience with this, which I'll share with you guys, but I'm also going to read these stories, and these really gave me some chills, okay? So let's get into it. Just for the definition of a stalker, so you know the textbook definition, it is a person who harasses or persecutes someone with unwanted and obsessive attention, okay? Like you become their main obsession. So story one, I'm just going to get right into it. This is from Duolinua? Duolinua? Duolinua.
I love that she repeated it like I said it right, but who knows?
We're just going to roll with it. I'm sorry if I'm butchering this. So let's just get straight into it. So,
did you find these stories on Reddit?
Yes, these are both off of Reddit, yep. So just to get started, my first serious boyfriend stalked me for about 5 years after I broke up with him. The reason I broke up with him is because I noticed him becoming increasingly possessive and controlling. This worried me a lot, and I was really young. He was older than me. So I decided to get out. The breakup itself was so brutal. He cried and screamed and begged. Initially, after the breakup, his behavior seemed like the harmless actions of a bitter ex. Constant texting and phone calls, sending gifts to my workplace, that sort of thing. After about 6 months, when this hadn't died down, I started bumping into him on my way home from work, or if I was out shopping, so I ended up moving.
Period.
I couldn't leave my job immediately, but moving house didn't make a difference anyway. This behavior continued for a few years. His behavior became increasingly worse. I'd rather not go into detail, and the police were very reluctant to do anything. The police are always reluctant.
They don't want to do a damn thing until someone's fucking dead. And even when they are, they still might not do anything.
And that's the thing with stalkers that are very frustrating, because I also have friends who they have stalker experiences that are worse than mine, and they've tried to contact the police, and they're like, huh.
There's nothing they can do.
Until something happens, like SOL. Like,
because it's one of those things where it's like very hard to prove that they're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
You have a hair across your face. I just know that would piss Laura off.
Oh, you have something on your nose.
Jesus.
You got it.
Jesus.
Oh, God, that's so funny. But yeah, the police never want to do anything about stalkers until something actually happens. Like, you have to be harmed. And that is extremely frustrating because you shouldn't have to be harmed.
Right, because you're walking around feeling unsafe and...
Yeah, like, ugh.
There's nothing you can do about it.
You know? So she said, I moved every 6 to 9 months and changed jobs twice, but somehow he always managed to track me down. I didn't use social media and even insisted friends of mine not to take any pictures of me in case they posted them on social media. I kept my phone number within my circle of friends, but somehow he always managed to get my new number. I ended up a paranoid wreck, thinking that one of my friends had betrayed me or that my phone company had me listed in a phone book and all other kinds of crazy thoughts. Then another year passed, and as our encounters got worse, again, I'd rather not go into detail. Please go into detail.
I'm like, yeah, what's the one you writing about it, girl? We want the details.
No, for real. I decided to report to the police again, and this time they took some action. At this stage, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat, I couldn't concentrate at work. I was in a shell. About 2 months after I reported him to the police, I woke up one morning to a story in the newspapers about staff in the National Tax Office using resources improperly. My ex was the main perpetrator, using his job to access all of my information. He used his tax office job to find out where she was living and find her phone number every single time.
I didn't even know they could do that.
I didn't know they could either.
I'm like, they got connections with the phone company?
Your tax info, I guess. If you put your phone number whenever you do your taxes, I guess they could get it.
But she's changing it so often, and he's finding it within months. It's not like you're doing taxes every month.
Then what information do they have access to?
Anyone who works in a tax office, let us know. Please. Or don't, because that might be illegal.
Yeah, true. Check real quick before you say anything. In his job, he had access to my tax records, which meant every time I changed a job, address, or phone number, he had access to the most up-to-date information.
Well, I guess she told us.
She did,
Never mind, y'all.
We didn't read that sentence. Before the court case began, he committed suicide, and I'm not ashamed to say I cried with relief. They were the worst years of my adult life.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, he knew the nail was already in the coffin. He was going to spend the rest, well, maybe not the rest of his life in jail, but...
I mean, he was definitely going to get multiple charges because, she's talking to the police. They find out, okay, yeah, he's misusing his job, his tax. Like, he does taxes. Like, he works where he has access to all this information.
Yeah.
You're never getting a job again.
Right.
You're probably getting jail time for using that improperly, and they just connected what you're doing at your job to you actually stalking this woman.
Right. Like, you just solidified your own proof on me. That's crazy.
You did not think any of this through. Mm-hmm. And that's, yet again, completely obsessed. How do you get fixated like this? I don't know. Story 2.
Hold on. I'm not ready to go to story 2 yet because I'm scared of her. And it's only because she's been hyping it up. I have more questions about story 1.
Okay.
What was the frickin' age gap?
That is a great question. All she said was that he was older than me.
And also, how long did they date before this long stalking story?
Yeah. Let me see.
Can you imagine you date someone for 3 months and they stalk you for 5 years?
But that is things that you see happen all the time.
I know. That's why I want to know. What's the name again?
Duolingo.
Yeah.
We need more info, girl. Please give us an update.
Also, I'm very glad that you are no longer in that situation.
Yes.
Amen for that.
Glad you're safe. So, story 2, this was posted by Redditor Lucy Araya Rose. She is not the original poster. The original poster was "It's Mrs. Steal Your Cat."
Hey.
This was posted about 10 years ago, and the original poster has since deleted their account. This is titled, "I Shot My Stalker Tonight." So, let's get into the tea. And I'm not going to lie, I literally read the first paragraph, and then I was like, wait, pause. I'm not going to read the rest because I want to be just as surprised as everybody else because this seems like tea, okay? So, for the past 6 months, I have been relentlessly stalked and had threats against my life made from someone I dated for a month.
I promise I didn't know what this story was, guys.
It started with phone calls upwards of 45 to 50 a day, 50-page text messages, and him showing up outside of my house at 5 a.m. When I would not comply or feed the negative attention, I began to receive threats, claims that he would murder me and get away with it. All he would have to do was flee the country, telling me he shouldn't have to force me to be his friend or give him another chance or else. Every time I blocked his number from contacting me, he would call me from different ones, try and pretend to be other people or have his friends or sometimes even random strangers he asked on the street. I once scared an unsuspecting guy half to death after informing him that the person who had just told him to call me was actually stalking me, and I sent him proof. He ended up calling the police on him. He fled, of course. So he's going up to random strangers like, hey, can I borrow your phone?
That's weird.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, nah, I'm not going to give anyone any ideas. Never mind.
Yeah. After about 2 months of that, I was evicted from my apartment building due to my neighbors no longer feeling safe because of his looming presence.
What?
Yes. The neighbors made a complaint enough about this man being out there, and then the apartment complex is like, oh, well, he's out here because of you. We're going to evict you because this is a problem.
First of all, that's fucked up. Second of all, give me my deposit back if that's what we're doing.
Give me my deposit back. And also, instead of evicting me, why don't you call the police whenever he shows up here?
Right. Have my back.
Like,
a little bit. But also, hopefully you escaped a little bit. Obviously not, because we haven't gotten to the shooting yet.
No. So, let's see. Where was I at? After about 2 months of that... Oh, wait. Pause. Cut the cameras. I then applied for and was granted a TPO. A few days afterwards, I received a picture message of the note on the sheriff civil had left at the door of my stalkers, then residents, with a message taunting me, "What are you trying to do?" Oh my God. "What you are trying to do is stupid, and a restraining order is just a piece of paper."
Is that what TPO is?
I don't even know what TPO is, actually. Laura.
What's a TPO?
Definition, please.
Temporary restraining order?
Okay.
But wait.
TPO?
Temporary protection order.
Right.
And his response is, "What you are trying to do is stupid, and a restraining order is just a piece of paper."
I mean, that is definitely a common response that I have heard from, not personally, but just in other stories that I've heard. That is not going to stop anyone. And sometimes it triggers them to act even more irrationally.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, you're trying to get rid of me? You can't get rid of me.
But it's also like, now that the law is involved, they're upset because their name is now on a piece of paper.
So ultimately, he just ended up avoiding the process server, and as simple as that, I was not being protected at all.
Wait, what?
Ultimately, he ended up avoiding the process server, and as simple as that, I was not being protected at all.
What does that mean?
He just ignored the TPO. Like, he basically said, "I don't give a fuck about that. You're stupid for trying to do that," and just completely regarded it because it is just a piece of paper. Truly.
Yeah, but when you don't follow that piece of paper, then that person can legally get arrested, no?
They're supposed to. Let's keep reading. This is where I stopped. May 31st of this year, I relocated. This did not deter my stalker. He vowed to find wherever I moved to and threatened that if he couldn't find me, he would be able to find my family, and then proceeded to send me a map of my mother's home, whom he never met.
Oh.
Whoa. I received a message from a woman claiming to be my former landlord, letting me know that I owed a balance on my account and to avoid late fees, I needed to pay the amount, which I could do with the link provided in the message.
Oh, hell no. Never click a link, y'all.
Never click a link. Turns out it was my stalker pretending to be a woman, and the link turned out to be a tool used to grab the user's IP address when you click the link.
Never click a link.
Never.
Also, did you not get evicted? They can't say you owe them anything. That might not be true, but...
Upon this discovery, I changed my phone number and began to systematically dismantle any trace of an online presence I once had. This action only seemed to anger him, and before deleting the profiles outright, I would attempt to block him from contacting me. Each and every time I blocked one, he simply created a new one and proceeded to contact me as if nothing had happened. 12 different Reddit accounts, 9 different Tumblrs, 10 different Instagrams, 3 Meetup accounts, 4 Facebooks, with which he changed his location of that to my hometown and proceeded to add nearly everyone from my graduating class in high school.
Pause. Tumblr? What era are we in?
This was like 10
years
this
ago.
Is 11,
okay, so 2015?
This is 11 years ago at this point.
Okay. So we're on some good Tumblr shit.
Yep.
Oh, hell yeah.
3 Duolingo accounts.
Girl! I'm sorry. You need Duolingo that bad? You need to be friends on Duolingo? Can you even send messages on Duolingo?
I don't know. Can you send messages?
I don't think you can. You can add people as friends.
He's like, I want to see what language you practice.
What you learning?
Yes. You can send messages on the Duolingo app, but with limitations.
I've never...
Main ways by leaving a text comment when a friend achieves a milestone or finishes a lesson.
He wants to congratulate her on learning.
Hey, yo, I'm about to bother everyone. I do. Yeah. By the way, my streak is almost 1,000 days, guys. Yes, I am learning Spanish. And yes, I am half Puerto Rican. I'm trying to be fluent, y'all.
You got this, babe. I believe in you.
Thank you.
So 3 Duolingo accounts and MySpace. Yes, MySpace is what she said.
Girl, we don't care about I mean, yeah, we care about MySpace. That was before my time.
Same. I then received an empty package from him addressed to my former residence with the declaration, address correction requested, do not forward. I'm assuming he thought that the post office would adhere to his request and return the package to him with my new corrected address on it. God. Mid-July, he created a profile using my photos and likeness to threaten my family. When I didn't respond, he proceeded to post semi-nude pictures of me on my profile in an attempt to blackmail me into speaking with him. This person has lost the entire plot.
Okay, so they did it for a month. This is not to shame or anything, but like, how many pictures did you send for real that he had on deck? Or did he find somehow other photos that you had by hacking into your shit?
Because he's insane. It wouldn't surprise me in the slightest.
Yeah.
Because this isn't like threatening the family. One thing that I'm stuck on, let's go back to this.
Okay.
Sending her a map of his mother's house
is crazy.
Who he had never met.
Because they don't even dating a month.
How did you get a map of...
There's something about the mind of a psychopath that, like, I hope to never understand.
How did he get a map? How did he get a map?
When they say a map, is it literally like a screenshot of, like, Google Maps? Like...
It said... Or
is it like the blueprints of each room inside your mother's house?
Okay, we're going to read the sentence one more time so we can get some more context. He vowed to find wherever I moved to and threatened that if he couldn't find me, he would be able to find my family, and then proceeded to send me a map of my mother's home, who he had never met.
That didn't add any context.
A map of my mother's home. I need more context. But either way, that is still insane. But if he found, like, the blueprints to the inside of her...
If he found the blueprints, that's on some real crazy shit. Yeah. But, like, okay, I feel like if you grow up somewhere, your mom's been there forever and ever, there's probably photos of you out there in front of a house.
And he's a psychopath, so he'll put that together. Okay. So after he proceeded to post semi-nude pictures of me on my profile in an attempt to blackmail me into speaking with him, I did not, and I contacted Twitter to report the account and have it removed, which they eventually did.
Eventually is crazy.
Yep. On August 21st, 2014, I woke up around 8 p.m. to vigorous knocking and the ringing of my doorbell. I look out my window to see who it is, and I was horrified to see my stalker there. Oh, imagine that.
No, thank you.
Okay. I called the police, and of course he fled once again. Over 7 separate police reports filed. This incident was followed by threatening emails from my stalker demanding that I meet him somewhere, or because he had found me the next time that I would wake up to gunshots. And that if I didn't, he would... Oh my God, where am I at? And if I didn't, he would first taser you and... Oh, okay. This is a very graphic sentence.
Trigger warning.
This is a very graphic sentence.
Read it from the beginning.
The incident was followed by threatening emails from my stalker demanding that I meet him somewhere, or because he had found me the next time I would wake up to gunshots. And that if I didn't, he would first taser you and rape you in the ass using your boyfriend's blood as lube. I don't know if we can put that in the video.
We're definitely going to have to put a trigger warning on this shit.
Yeah.
So she was in a new relationship at this point, or did he just say that?
I'm assuming she was probably in a new relationship at this point.
Because I could also see him just saying that.
Yeah. Okay. This past Sunday night, I woke up at 6:45 a.m. to the ringing and banging again. I proceeded to record him on video while I was on the phone with the police. He fled on foot once again. And I was hit with the same hoopla from law enforcement. Well, we can't really do much because technically at this point he's not done anything wrong. Then why does he flee? I wonder. I obtained a TPO again, but I have no solid address for this dangerous person. which is why I'm in dire need of private investigator to assist with finding said residents so this person can be served. I hope you might be able to refer me to someone who might be able to assist me. I've developed insomnia, depression, anxiety, and paranoia. I am completely isolated. I'm 22 years old and have no social life anymore. I have 0 friends. I have become... There's a typo here. I have become a shell of my former self. Oh my God, where am I at?
I'm like, please tell me there's more. This isn't the end, is it?
It's getting close to the end. I'm like, what happened to the shooting? Hello? I'm completely... Oh. I've faced eviction and lost a job because of this man's behavior, and I don't know how much longer I can survive. There's actually so much more filler shit that he has done to terrorize me, but for the sake of this already lengthy post, I've tried to condense it. I know. I have proof in the form of recordings, event diaries, and copies of all of his threats, interactions, and attempts to communicate, and would be more than willing to email them to show I'm not lying. Yeah. There was no shooting. Why is this titled, I Shot My Stalker Tonight?
This is why you read the story all the way through.
It seemed like really tea, and I wanted to be shocked with you guys, and now I'm just disappointed with you guys.
There's not a part 2?
Are there comments?
We live and we learn. Let's see. Brief intermission. Bakasha bread. Bakasha bread. Today's episode is sponsored by That Fakasha Bread. You know the one, still warm, olive oily, maybe stolen from the charcuterie table before the seance started. Fluffy, sweet, emotionally supportive. That Fakasha Bread, the only thing holding this podcast and our sanity together.
Thanks, Fakasha. We love you more than... I can't say that. We don't love you more than our listeners. We love our listeners. But now back to our regularly scheduled chaos. Everybody's still recording?
They have a news article here. Oh, no, she shot him. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, she found an article.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah. So I went back through to see if there was an update. And there is. I found a news article, fox2now.com. This is dated October 3rd, 2014. Okay. So
wait, okay. October 3rd, what was the last date update? Because she put a date on that.
The last date update was... I'm like trying to use touchscreen.
And this is not an iPad.
August 21st, 2014. So 2 months after she wrote this.
She said, I don't know what I'm going to do anymore. Okay, so hold on. Did she take this down because maybe the investigation? Okay, wait. I'm going to let you read the article and then we're going to go crazy on these theories.
So October 3rd, 2014, a Las Vegas, Nevada woman shot her stalker after he kicked in her back door.
Oh, no.
She had been living in fear, showering with a gun, and propping up a chair against her door just for this sort of situation. Her story to Reddit made it go viral. She writes, I'm writing this staring at the mess the police left for me in a bit of a fog. After 6 months of stalking and threats against my life, my stalker finally snapped and decided to kick my door in and make good on his promise. Out of fear, the past month I had begun sleeping with a chair propped against my front door to give myself a few extra precious seconds in case of emergency. I shudder to think how differently things might have turned out if I had not barricaded the door. Police say former boyfriend Douglas Eugene Jackson, 22 years old, kicked in her door at around 1 a.m. last Friday. I awoke around 1:15 a.m. to the sound of the door giving way after one kick, followed by the sounds of my stalker struggling to dislodge the chair while forcing his way inside. I jumped up and grabbed the gun I've learned to do everything, even shower with. I stood at the top of my stairs and fired twice, hitting him in the chest. I hear his scream, his disbelief that I'd stood up for myself, said the victim in a blog post.
Ooh, I just got chills.
KVVU-TV reports that Jackson left the scene and tried to hide in some bushes. Police dogs quickly found the stalker. He was treated for his injuries at University Medical Center of Southern Nevada. Jackson now faces charges of home invasion and aggravated stalking. For months of him evading the police, I began to question whether he was unstoppable, untraceable, Houdini. He would murder me and get away with it. As of now, I'm in a haze of guilt, surprise, relief, and disbelief. I shook as the canines drag him out from his hiding place under a bush, the victim writes in a post to LMGUR? Wait. Imgur? Imgur?
Imgur.
Imgur.
Is that how you pronounce that? You know what it is, right? Okay.
The victim does not wish to be identified, has saved many threatening text and social media posts from her stalker. She says he forced her to move, obtain a restraining order, and acquire a license to carry a concealed weapon. The victim followed up with a note. The outpouring of support is wild. I can't thank you guys enough. Everyone can be a critic, and the fact still remains. You don't know what you will do in a situation until it's presented in front of you. Those who believe there were other things to be done have never had someone tell you that you no longer deserve to draw breath and mean it. And for those should have fired a warning shot, folks, there are no warning shots. A gun is a deadly force. You only pull the trigger if you are in fear of your life, and all other methods of deterring are gone. When he kicked my door in, there was no longer a deterrent preventing him. Warning shots are dangerous and could hurt the unattended. This is not a Wild West movie. That's what responsible gun ownership is. And then she puts a picture that the police left.
Oh.
If you want to take a peek. I'll send you this link so you can add the photo. Yeah.
Yo, straight up have chills, because
This is the original post, yeah.
That's all that dust for fingerprints and stuff.
Uh-huh.
When my house got broken into, my house was covered in that dust. And there's still stains on some of my doors because it's just everywhere. They couldn't find any fingerprints, by the way, in case y'all were curious.
Girl, I am so glad that you are okay.
Also, slave for responsible gun ownership.
Period.
There's way too much gun violence out in this world.
Yes.
And we definitely need to make changes. I will talk about it.
Yeah, we will talk about it because this shit is fucked up.
Because, yeah, this is fucked up. Literally every single day. But let me not go on a 30-minute rant.
Yeah,
we're in the middle of a story.
We could probably talk about that for an hour.
Probably longer than
that. 24 hours, actually.
And we have, I'm sure.
Yeah, girl, I am so glad that you are okay. I am glad that you survived that. That is insane that somebody who only dated you for a month stalked you for 6 months in this way.
6 months, like, in such an aggressive way right off the bat.
Yeah. Threatening her family, saying that he would kill her, like...
And do some horrific things.
And he did. He broke into her house, like...
What brings a person to that point?
It's literally an unhealthy obsession.
Yeah.
Like, they get fixated on this person and you become like an object in a way, I feel like. In my personal opinion, I feel like you become an object in a way.
But it's also one of those things of like, if I can't have you, nobody can, which is why the violence kind of comes from it.
Mm-hmm.
But like, bro, it was a month. What do you know about me?
Like, actually, what do you know?
It's time for story 3.
Story 3, my own story. Okay, I'll close this.
No notes.
No notes. I'm going to go straight off the dome.
Stream of
Mine
consciousness.
is not nearly as bad as that last one we just read.
No. She did not shoot anyone.
I do not do that. So mine was basically, I dated this guy for like, what, 8 months? 8 months?
I don't know, because y'all were already broken up by the time I met you.
Yeah. Yeah. You did kind of go through this with me. We were only together for like 8 months. I found out that he cheated. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm done. Like, I'm good on this. And then as soon as I agreed to be done, he was like, no, wait, like, whoa, like, you're actually done with me? Like, you don't want to work this out? Because he cheated, and then he was like, I just want to be friends. And I was like, I don't want to be friends with you at all. Like, I'm good. And then after that, he was showing up to my house. I came home one day, and this wasn't one of the first instances, but I came home one day and there was a jacket that I had gotten him for his birthday sitting on my doorknob. Yeah. And I lived with my best friend at the time, so I'm thinking about my safety, but I'm also thinking about hers. Like, he can show up to the house whenever she's there alone, you know, like. And I had never dealt with somebody who had that kind of behavior, so I don't know how far this can go. But he was showing up to my house, showing up to my job. You met him. My managers knew about him because whenever he would come in, I would just duck off. I would literally just pass somebody and say, my stalker ex is here. And then I would hide in the bathroom until he was cleared.
And if he was even conducting business there, they would make sure that he was sat in a desk as far away as possible.
Yep.
But he would just like lurk because he would walk the parking lot, see if he
in
could
and out
find
the building.
you. Yeah, it was very...
One of the creepiest ones was whenever, because for a little bit of context, we sold cars. This is what's going to make this make sense. I'm in the drive aisle because I'm about to finalize a sale with somebody. I'm setting up like the bow and everything. And I turn around and there's a window where the service department is, where you come in and get your car maintained. As soon as I turn around, he's already looking at me through the glass. And I'm like, oh, shit. So I'm running to the back to get to the bathroom again, but I'm also like, I have somebody coming out to get their car. Like, I have to be able to do my job. So I'm in there for like 3 minutes, taking a deep breath. Okay, my car is down. I have to go do this. And he's just sitting in the service department staring at me. And they can't make him leave because he's getting his car fixed.
Oh, because he had bought a car from there already?
Remember, I sold him a car.
I didn't know that.
I sold him a car.
That was before he was a stalker.
That was while we were still together. And one of our managers knew his grandfather like very well.
Oh, I do remember that.
Because he used to like work for the same place. But yeah, like everybody knew who he was, but they couldn't do anything about it because he's getting his car fixed. He's allowed to be there. And it's just like, oh, you're here again. Okay. But one of the craziest parts is I was a lot younger at this time. So he still lived with his family. So one time he showed up, I get home from work, and my best friend made dinner. This girl never cooked, okay? I cooked for us. So I'm like, okay, I get off of work. I got dinner made. Let's go. I'm so happy. I change out of my work clothes. I sit down. This girl made Alfredo. I was like, thank God.
I'm about to tear it up.
I get my Alfredo on my fork. I put it in my mouth. Knock, knock, knock. To the point I didn't even get to bite down on the Alfredo. The fork had to come back out my mouth and on the plate, okay? Don't play with me. I hadn't eaten all day. And
She remembers this vividly.
I remember this vividly because I was pissed off because I'm a tourist and you're fucking with me eating my food. And B, what is happening? So I go to the door. I couldn't see anybody through the peephole. So I'm like, what the fuck?
This was the instance where I made her get a fucking front porch camera.
Because I didn't have one. Thanks, Mom.
Oh.
So I can't see anything through the peephole, and I open up the door, and I just remember feeling this overwhelming feeling of what the fuck, because he's standing in front of the front door. He's in the corner of the door, like hiding where I wouldn't be able to see him through the peephole. And when I open the door, I'm like, what are you doing here? Like, leave. He's like,
first of all, the fact that you opened the door, stupid.
Well, I had the little thingy thing. You know, I have the deadbolt, the lock, and then I have the little
chain.
Yeah, I had the chain on there, but you know it's cracked, and I'm like, leave. Like, what are you doing? Get out of here. And he's like, Amanda, please, bro, Amanda, like trying to like fake cry. And I'm having to yell at this man to leave my house, and I'm having to threaten him, like, if you don't leave, I'm going to contact the police. Like, you need to leave. I do not want anything to do with you. Please leave. He finally reluctantly leaves, and my best friend is like, girl, you got to do something about this. Like, you got to contact the police. You got to do something. And I'd already talked to a police officer to be like, hey, what do I need to do? And he's like, document everything. Yet again, stalkers, they're not going to do anything until something actually happens.
But if you document it every single time,
you can at least
you have the history.
Yeah. You can get a protection order. You can get a restraining order. But that's about all that they'll do. So what I did is I got in my little car, me and Brenna, and we went to his family's house that he stayed at. And I go up to the door. I go knock on the door. He is crashing out because at this point, I'm like, what, 20? He was a year younger than me. He's 19.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, like, you need to get the fuck out of here. Like, getting aggressive because I'm like, no, I'm done with this. Like, I don't want to get you in trouble. I don't want to put this on your record. I'm going to talk to your family.
She said, fuck the police. I'm going to your grandma.
going to Grandpappy because Grandpappy liked me, okay? So I'm just like, I don't want to put this on your record. This is the last thing that I have to do before I contact somebody. Like, I'm done with this. And mind you, I'm still being very nice. Like, I should have just did what I was supposed to do. But I go there, I talk to his grandfather about it. He's like, you do not have to worry about it again. He will not be at your house. Never showed up to my house again. But he did show up to my job. Multiple times.
Yeah.
Multiple times. I have probably like 20 Snap accounts blocked.
Mm-hmm.
Over 15 Instagrams, TikTok accounts, phone numbers. He was downloading like Text Now apps.
Mm-hmm.
He hit me up like what? This month?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's been like what? I'm
3 years?
23 now, yeah.
What did it say?
Just added me on Snapchat and then was like, I like your hair.
Cool.
Your face pretty.
Like, and he hit me up like what, 8 months ago on TikTok. And I can't even remember. I don't know if I have the DM because I blocked him, obviously. But he was like, how have you been? Like, I miss you. Like, it was on that kind of thing. And people...
It's just one of those things that's so, like, they want what they can't have.
Mm-hmm.
They want control.
Mm-hmm.
A man cheats on you and you don't have the reaction of like, oh, yeah, no, I'm not good enough for you. You're like, no, fuck you.
Yeah. Like,
and
I'm
then they're
good.
like, oh, what did I fuck up? Oh my God. She was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Oh my God, she has standards. Oh my God. Whoa. And Brody, I helped that man get a job with a $4 raise and I helped him get a car. Please. But yeah, that's my my stalker story. Not nearly as bad as our second story that we read. But still scary in the same. You know? It does not make you feel safe.
Yeah, no. And I mean, I remember being at work and like seeing the fear in this girl's eyes. And like, I think I was the one that told the manager.
Yeah, because I just ran.
Because she hid. And you know what manager I'm talking about.
I know.
Was like, where's Amanda? And I'm like, she's hiding from her stalker right now. And he's like, who the hell are you talking about? This is like a retired military guy.
Yes.
He thinks he's the buffest man in the world, but he's, you know, a man.
But he was like work dad, low-key.
Yeah. When he wasn't being a weirdo.
Yeah. But no, I do remember him going up to him and being like, are you purchasing a car?
Oh, yeah. He like low-key interrogated him like, why are you here?
Yeah. Because he didn't even get checked in. He was just walking on the lot to look at cars, and he was with one of his friends, and, you know, his friend is a car guy. I don't think...
Well, and that's the other thing is he used to bring every single friend around so that...
he looked like he had a reason to be there.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But he was just looking for any excuse to pop up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really, really creepy. Very terrified. I mean, at the end of last year, I'm going to the grocery store and I run into his best friend. And it was like I went into the store and as I'm walking in, his best friend still has the same car. I see it and I'm like, oh shit. So I start booking it because I'm like, I have to get groceries for dinner. Like, I am starving. And I only had 2 things to grab and I knew exactly where they were. So I'm literally like on a fucking roll. I'm calling one of my friends. I have them on the phone with me and I'm just like, I'm going to get in and get out.
Especially when like he shows up with his friends in so many different locations.
Mm-hmm.
Like, seeing a friend is even triggering. Because...
Yep. Because I get in there and I go to the checkout and his friend is on the aisle right there. I'm checking out. Luckily, he's not with them. It's just his friend. All of a sudden, I look up in front of me. His friend is on the other side of the same self-checkout as me.
Mm-mm.
And it was the only one that was open. I don't think he was trying to be weird. Like, I know he knew that it was me. Like, I saw him, like, see me, but he didn't say anything. I'm just like, I don't want him to tell his homeboy that I'm here. And he decided to pull up, like, right now.
You know, he got into the car and was like, yo, guess who I just saw?
And so then I booked it out of there. Yep. Really freaky. Gave me a lot of anxiety. And then my ex at the time, because I was dating somebody else, was mad.
Let's just say she hasn't dated the best group of people.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Everybody has those days.
Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Everybody gets that way.
Sometimes I'm in a gym. No. Cut it. Anyways.
But yeah, I feel like that's enough yapping. That's some of my lore.
I'm very thankful that I haven't experienced it, and I hope I never do. Please.
I hope none of you ever experience that. Please stay safe. Be careful with what you post on the internet. Be careful with who you let know where you stay.
Don't let strangers over at your house.
Never. Because you honestly never know how crazy somebody is.
I mean, I've seen some of these stories where it's literally somebody, like, they met one time off of Tinder or some shit, and then they end up with a stalker. So, y'all stay safe out there.
Please.
Make sure you like and subscribe to hear some more scary shit.
Check out our social medias. All of our links will be down below. And we would love to see you guys on the next one. Thank you for joining and being a part of our little family.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, what?
He just sent me a Snapchat.
Who did?
My stalker. What the fuck?
He knows you're talking about
I just feel like I
him.
manifested this. I don't want this. Should I see what it says?
Yeah, see what it says. We just finished recording.
Just a picture of his legs.
Legs.
Oh, I'm so glad that wasn't a dick.
Me too.
Well,
Okay.
then what's the comment, though? Because there was a...
That was the, I like your hair.
So I like your hair was September 5th.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just
And then he just
picture
sent
of
a
your...
random picture of his legs today.
Okay.
As we were recording the stalker video.
Literally.
That's crazy.
The timing is wild.
Yeah.
Ooh.